Howdy, neighbors. It's Sako Tumi, also known as Cass Voit, and today I am doing something. I don't know. But I've got two wonderful guests. We've got Lauren Sevier and Kibby Rose. We are hanging the out.
How long have you known me and you mispronounced my last name?
Severe.
Like a thunderstorm. Should have been a wrestler. Come on.
Severe. Like a thunderstorm.
Putting a safety blanket on.
Yeah,
Safety blanket.
I have mine like...
My beanie is my safety blanket.
Sage! Come on stream. Do it. You know you want to. ...
question mark.
You know you want to. See my face.
All the
See
people.
your face. ...
question mark. So Mintgo says hey, and your local nerd popped over, and Josie and Cora.
Boy, everybody's coming in.
Yeah. Clan Love Live.
I was just like, Lauren.
And Jennifer Brown hopped in. How are you doing? What are you doing awake?
We're artists. We're creatives. We don't sleep.
Sage, the link is in the group chat for Sako's Authortube chat on Facebook.
Yeah. It is in the Savvy's Wednesday whatchamahoo's it chat. Oh!
Party foul.
I got stuff falling off the walls. It's okay.
I have such a girl crush on Sage.
Yeah.
I do.
If you want to call it a girl crush, like...
Well, because I'm married, it has to be a girl crush.
Why does it have to be a girl crush just because you're married? If you got a crush, you got a crush.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, why are we starting to make crushes like
gendered
categorized now?
Yeah, like gendered. Well, mostly because I identify as a little girl at heart who has not grown up and one day will grow up to be a mermaid. That's why. Also,
I will be a mermaid someday.
Yeah, literally, like people are like, oh yeah, what do you do? And I'm like, well, one day when I grow up, I'm gonna be a mermaid. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be a mermaid princess. I'm convinced.
See,
you're not gonna tell me I'm wrong.
I tell people I'll be responsible, but I refuse to grow up.
Yeah,
I will be 90 years old, skipping down the street, happy as day.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
So yeah, no, I just refuse to grow up.
Yeah, my father is 65 years old, 66 years old, and still hasn't grown up. So he is a joy.
I have to be responsible so much during my everyday life and like grown up and whatever during most of my everyday life. So basically I just rebel against it because that's just who I am.
My dad was a cop. My mom was a teacher. I spent my entire childhood following rules. As an adult, I'm like, I know the rules. I'm going to bend them, not break them.
Right.
I've learned them. I've learned how to bend them. I'm going to have fun. I'm just not going to break any.
Oh, okay.
I hear that.
Oh, you ain't sleeping no matter what you try. Haven't really rested in about a month. I'm sorry, love. Well, we're here for you.
Nah, yeah, and that'll take a little while to get over. It's chemicals. Yeah. Chemicals. Don't you hate your brain when it releases stuff that takes a while to dissipate?
Yeah, I'm kind of there.
It's like the chemical is released in a split second, and then it takes months for it to dissipate. It's like, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Wonderful brain. I love you.
Wonderful brain. Okay, so do we want to chat or do we want to...
Well, I haven't talked to you in like forever, so what's up?
So what's up?
So
you're working on Songs of Winter. Lauren, so hi.
How are you, Kibby?
I am far too awake for how late it is tonight. Everybody make a wish. It's 11:11 my time. So make a wish.
Mermaid
too. Okay.
I want a mermaid tail.
You want a mermaid? You can buy one now. They have full-size human mermaid tails that go all the way up.
The ones I want are the ones that get LED lights and stuff that are like $8,000 though, and like I'm never spending money on that. Like I'm never spending the kind of money that I would want to spend on. I'm just not doing it.
I don't know why, but I just saw you like sitting in a mermaid tail at a rave, like with your LED lights, like flashing it. Just
girl, like, yes, I would. I do have like a crochet mermaid tail like blanket that I use when I'm watching TV because my husband loves me and knows that I'm a weirdo. And
how often do you pretend you're swimming? Seriously, how often do you pretend you're swimming?
All the time. I literally told him, I was like, I want a saltwater in-ground pool somewhere in our backyard just because I want to have like Mermaid Tuesdays where I just like go and I just like pretend I'm a mermaid. And I want to be super deep so I can just like swim really deep. Yeah.
Hey, and saltwater pools, you don't have to use the chlorine. They're self-sustaining. It's actually a good way to go.
Okay, now that you know I'm a total weirdo, and everyone else on the internet does too. Like,
we're all weirdos. I think the weird thing is being normal nowadays. Honestly.
Yeah.
Truthfully, the norm is so not the norm anymore.
Yeah. Sako, what have you been up to these last few weeks?
So October is super busy for Sako time
for your
because art things and Preptober things and like just an enormous, and then all the projects that I gotta work on all the time anyway. So I'm trying to release some of that, like back burner is a thing. I can back burner some projects for the month, and
my life stuff is so
Yay!
Hello.
Hello.
What time is it there for you?
It is 6:15 in the morning.
You look so pretty.
Wow.
You dyed hair.
Oh, thank you.
I'm blushing.
It's not the right color, but thank you.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how somebody has a little crush.
Yeah, big crush. I have a big crush on Sage. I called it a girl crush, and Kibby was like, why are we gendering crushes? And I said, because at heart, I'm like a 10-year-old little girl. Like, that's why.
I also have a crush
mostly because I just love you so much, and I miss you, and I never see you anymore, and it's not fair.
I know. And the feelings are very much mutual.
No.
I think all of us have like
if I'm ever in South Africa, I'm coming to visit you.
You totally are.
I am coming to visit you and give you a crown in person. I will coronate you. Emperor Sage.
Oh.
They'll have to YouTube the ceremony and everything.
Yes, duh.
Live stream it. The thing to do nowadays. Live stream it.
All right, Sako's like, okay, we gotta work.
No. I was just getting it. I was just queuing it up, like. Work now.
Sako's all about productivity. She's all about keeping the schedule. Like, nope. 20 minutes.
Hey, we have 30 more seconds. We can
30.
She's like, I got my timer going in the background. I'm keeping an eye on it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what are we all working on? I don't know what Sage is working on. I don't know what Kimmy is working on.
Go ahead, Sage, actually.
So firstly, I'm working on client stuff because we have been having load shedding. So I've been without power at odd times of the day. So I'm a little bit behind on my client work, but I'm going to get that knocked out. And then I am working on my final fan fiction for Otayuri Week. I've finished the 6 others. I've got 3/4 of this one still to do, and there's 2 weeks until the week starts. So
I am.
But
you've done 6 already. That serious. Wow.
I've been working on it for like 2 months.
Yeah, Sage is a boss.
What are your word counts when you get going?
Well, I can tell you what my word count is so far for the year.
Oh, dude, you do that?
I have a tracking sheet.
That's not. I'm like, oh, are you supposed to be doing that for the whole year? I'm like,
I just
some
need
people who are doing like Millwordy, which is like you get a million words over the year.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Sage. Are you doing Millwordy?
I am not doing Millwordy. I'm not that insane.
That sounded like an exercise in like torture to me. So like, well, hey, let's see how badly I've procrastinated all year so that I could just totally lose all motivation and drive and self-confidence whatsoever.
Oh, we are the Twin Tails this year. And pregnancy is like, kicking her weight. So,
oh my God, I feel that so hard.
Yeah.
Like, pregnancy was like, I didn't know, I couldn't lay down. Like, it was like, it was hard to get into the bed to lay down. And then when I laid down, no way that I got was comfortable. So
nothing was comfortable
the whole time. And hot. Oh my God. My husband would wear like a burqa to bed. He was like, Lauren,
stop.
Lauren, it's like 52 degrees in this house. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, if you bump it up 1 degree, I will kill you.
My mom would use the excuse, it's for the baby. It's for the baby. Don't you touch that. It's for the baby.
So I was like about ready to pop in late August in southern Louisiana. And I was like, oh yeah, it was the most miserable I've ever been in my whole life. And so like I would make it freezing in the house. My husband's 6'4", he's 145 pounds sopping wet. So he's a beanpole and has like no body fat on him, like at all. And so he was like, I have no insulation. I'm wearing 3 pairs of pajama pants to bed each night. Like, I'm dying. You're going to kill me with hypothermia. And I was like, if you touch the thermostat, you will die.
That was like me. That was like me in Washington. I lived in long underwear.
Yeah.
Lived in long underwear. Like, got out of the bathtub, long underwear. Like, just even underneath my jeans and everything. It was just permanent long underwear.
Dang, that's your yearly word count, 167,488.
That's
167,488 words so far in 2021, not counting March and April because I forgot to track.
Oh.
And
so you could be closer to 170.
Yeah, I think I'm probably closer to one. I'm actually probably closer to 190. If I look at my monthly averages are, well, I got 35,000 in January, but then it seems to be around the 15,000 mark that I hit most months.
Mm-hmm.
So
solid progress.
Yeah.
That
awesome. And that is only on my personal projects, not counting journaling.
That's fair. I don't count words that I actually handwrite just because like there's no real good way to do it unless you actually count each individual word. So I'm just like, nah. Like I'd rather not.
I'm not gonna sit there and count my words.
Right.
So when I handwrite, it's almost always in one of these.
Mm-hmm.
This happens to be my game book for Mage.
Oh, nice.
I know that.
Show off our journals.
I know that one of these pages, at the size that I write, that is so cute. Is 150 words
per page.
So per page. So I know what my word count is per page, and then I count pages. And then I'll estimate that for the sprint, and then when I type it up, I'll go and fetch the actual word count.
Yeah, that's way too dedicated for me. I'm such a disaster chaos goblin. Like I'm just like, nah, that's too much work.
See, I'm an administrator at heart.
I am at work. So at work, I'm in cardiology full time, and I run like clinics and offices like all over the state of Louisiana and one in Mississippi. And so it's like I literally am juggling 30 different physician schedules. Like I'm juggling all these different departments and offices and stuff. And so it's like if I'm not super almost like OCD type A organized, like it's just not going to work. Like it just won't work. It'll just all fall apart. So I'm like that at work, but it's almost like I'm Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, because like with my writing, I'm just an absolute disaster chaos goblin, and it works for me because like I guess it's a creative outlet or something, and I'm just like, we're just gonna do this today or whatever. Yeah. But it means that I lack focus and stuff sometimes, which is why it's good that I have a co-author who is the exact opposite.
Kind of ropes you in.
Because I literally will call her and be like, I have a really bad idea. And she's like, oh, fuck, Lauren, what are you doing?
What is it now?
I know. She has to be
what is it now?
She's like, no, you cannot start another book series until you finish this book. Like, write down the idea and move on. And I'm like, but, and she's like, no.
Yeah.
I will come to your house.
I will come to your house.
Sit down.
I will shake you like a doll.
So it's really good that I have those people in my life. And then my husband is convinced that I'm a sadomasochist when it comes to my writing, because like I literally am like, hey, so you know how I just like wrote this whole book? Yeah, I decided to like rip that entire thing apart and add another perspective and like 80,000 more words and stuff, and then completely revamp it. And it's like totally different now. And he's like, why do you hate yourself so much? And I'm like, I don't know.
I just like driving myself insane.
Right, but this is what we're doing now.
Right.
Like
I have moments of clarity in between my sanity, okay? That's how I live my life.
Right. So yeah. So that's my process.
I do want to put one disclaimer on my massive word count for 2021. I'm using 2021 as a training year for my writing. So like if you're planning on doing a marathon, you don't get up off the couch and go and run a marathon.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you could, but you probably
would hurt for a week and a half.
You would hurt if you made it.
Yeah.
If you made it.
And probably a couple days afterwards too.
Yeah. So I'm using 2021 as that like ramping up, getting fit kind of thing.
The training session, working with the trainer, going to the gym, getting your stamina up. It's building stamina.
It's building stamina. So none of what I'm writing this year is publishable because it is all fan fiction.
Fan fiction, yeah.
I mean, I've written a couple of poems, and if I get a couple more done during November, then I might throw a book together and launch it in early December. Maybe. We'll see. But the plan is not to, or the plan isn't to publish what I write this year. It's just to write for the practice of writing.
Right.
I'm writing.
Yeah, but then you get focused on wow, this is a really good book. Oh, you know what? Supplying money to help my endeavors might actually help. Maybe I should publish the book.
Yeah, I'm writing 2 novels and a short story by the end of this year. And I'm doing my editing clients too for developmental edits. And then I have my full-time job in cardiology and a 3-year-old who's going to kill me. I'm convinced. I'll have a second draft for you later this week. Oh.
I was going to say, Sako is freaking out over here in the corner.
Okay, so Adrian is doing a trailer for Flambeau. A book trailer for Flambeau.
Oh, cool.
So that will be released next month on November 7th and 8th. On the 7th, we will probably show it off, and then on the 8th, Adrian and I will talk about like the choices that were made and why, and like basically about the process of making a book trailer.
That's awesome, because Adrian's videos are super groovy.
It's super groovy.
Lauren, you're not alone with a 3-year-old.
I'll be right back, you guys.
Oh God.
Okay.
Sorry.
My 3-year-old is he's the best, but he's also a hot mess. He had picture day at school this week, and so all week he wanted to practice picture day.
Oh, that's adorable.
He was like, "Picture, mommy, cheese," and then he would like want to look at the pictures to tell me which ones were good. Like he was giving like Facebook approval.
That is so precious.
That is so
And
cute.
then he wanted to try on his outfit like before picture day and do like practice picture. I was like, never in my life. Like I was like, where did this come from? Like this is all you, babe. Because let me tell you, me and my husband, we do not care. Like we do not care. And he's like he has to pick out his outfit, and he will throw a massive tantrum if you pick an outfit out for him and he does not pick out his outfit. And he has to like match things together, and like he picks which shoes he wants his outfit. Like, he's like, he's about it.
He's obviously drawing from your creative energy.
Look,
he's just channeling it differently.
I allow him to choose the stuff that he wants. And I think that giving him choices, even if like, I think for him, because he's a toddler and toddlers tend to have meltdowns and stuff, I think him feeling like he has autonomy in certain decisions helps like head that off because of just the kind of child he is. Because every child is different. But like, if he feels like he has a choice in something, he's less likely to like freak out about it. And so like one of the ways he's able to sort of express himself the most is in his clothes, because we don't really care that much. But he did go to school one day last week looking ratchet AF because he wanted to wear a rash guard, you know, the shirts that go with like the swimsuits or whatever with a shark on it, because he wanted to wear his shark shirt with like some weird other stuff. And like he looked insane going to school, but he was so happy.
He was so
happy. And I was just like, you know what?
You got to latch onto the happiness.
If it makes them happy,
whatever.
In this world, mental and emotional stability are two of the hardest things to keep.
Yeah.
Even as an adult.
For real.
So if that gives him the happy stability that he needs to go to school and face school, because we all know sometimes facing school was a battle in and of itself.
Well, he was so proud. He was like showing off his shark shirt and his orange shorts and his like knee-high socks with his like really fancy sneakers. It looked crazy. Like his outfit looked crazy, but he was like showing all the different parts of his outfit to his teacher when I dropped him off at school. He was like, shark, orange, like shoes, like he was like pointing them all out. It was so cute. But let me tell you, he's going to be an expensive child because he's got an eye for fashion.
Oh lordy.
Yeah.
Well, you just have to teach him to thrift and upcycle.
Right.
And I can help you with that, because I grew up in LA and I had all the friends who were buying the Kate Spade, the Coaches, the Donnie and Burks, and I didn't have that money, but I figured it out. There's ways to do it. There's places to go. There's ways to get around it and still be able to do it. So you can still be a high fashion without paying the high price.
Yeah.
Figuring it out.
Super love for We Are the Twin Tails. Hope, you know, like all the blessings for your
Little
tiny
one.
Yeah.
I know, it's so exciting. I told my husband, I was like, I want another one, and he was like, what? I was like, he's getting so big. I just want another little one, like a little baby one. And he's like, they don't stay babies, Lauren.
No,
they don't stay little. And I'm like, I know, that's why I need a new one.
That's when you find mommy and baby groups that you can kind of just go volunteer at, and you live vicariously through new mothers who are exhausted and are willing to hand off their children. Need 5 minutes to themselves.
That new baby smell.
That's what you need to do. You find
literally like Johnson and Johnson crack.
Group.
Like Johnson and Johnson branded crack. Like I swear. It's just like you just
the pink lotion. It's the pink bottle, the pink lotion, the baby pink lotion. Yep. It's addicting. I had a girlfriend that used to use that all the time. Oh Lordy. Yeah.
It's like, it's not just for babies. You?
Yeah, it's not just for babies. Like I would want to just curl up and be like, ah.
Yeah, I have friends who are like, I don't ever want to have my own children, but they're like, they'll just stop by and be like, hey, so guess what? Like, I don't ever want to have my own children, but like, I'm stopping by to get like my baby fix and then I'm leaving. I'm like, cool, distract my kid for a while.
That's me. I'll take your kids and then I'm more than happy to hand them right back to you. Here you go.
Yep.
I babysit. I just don't have the mommy gene. I don't have the truth is I have to do so much to make sure that I stay sane that I wouldn't be able
to. Definitely like that's number
Amen.
One. That's number
one. I have enough trouble parenting myself.
Exactly. Like
absolutely.
It's not fair to me for a child to be under my responsibility when being responsible for myself is already such a struggle.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's just inappropriate behavior with a child.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't have kids, because I always knew that I wouldn't be able to give them the dedicated time and attention that they needed.
I think it's really shitty that like people who actively don't want children, like they get such a bad rap. It's like, just because somebody knows what they want for their life, like stop dumping on them. Like everybody's like,
I have so many friends. I have so many friends who are just like, oh, well, I just got married. I have my baby. And I'm like, that's awesome. That's what you wanted. Out of high school, all my friends were looking for husbands. Me, I was like, what?
Huh? I did not look for my husband. He found me and then he didn't let me go.
See, I was looking for my wife, not my husband. And that was part of my problem is everybody's like, oh, you're supposed to get married and have kids. And I'm like, but I want to be with a woman.
Yeah. And then there's all the, but you'll change your mind. When you get older, you'll change your mind.
I can't stand when
I'm still not regrettable. People
talk to women like that. It's like, can you please get your opinions out of my vagina? I did not consent to this. Thank you.
For real.
Because consent is real.
Opinion rape. Thank you.
In every area. Totally respect and understand why a person would not want to have a child. Most of my friends are kids free. Yeah. Well, for me, I didn't want to provide, if I have a child, I want to provide a stable, structured, growing, healthy environment. I barely provide that for myself. So bringing a child into that situation, that's just, to me, that's cruel and mean and you shouldn't do it.
Yeah. See, I knew from a very young age that the one thing that I wanted to do more than anything was be a mom. And every decision that I made,
that was one of my friends. One of my friends.
But then I also have friends who are the exact opposite. And I'm just I get that. I get that. Mm-hmm. I always knew I wanted to be a mom. And then we had a bunch of issues. Yeah. We went through IVF and infertility, struggles for over 10 years. We've lost 6 babies trying to have my son and all that kind of stuff. And so it was literally this is the one thing I want. And it's the most difficult thing in the world for me to get. But, it definitely determined a lot of decisions that I made, making sure that I had a stable household and, making sure that whatever partner I ended up with, regardless of, gender identity or anything else, that they were someone who also wanted children and also thought about raising children the way that I thought about raising children, stuff like that. That was important to me. So, but I think anyone who just knows themselves and makes the best decision for themselves, whether that is to be a parent or not be a parent, that means you're going to be great at whatever you choose to do.
And we've got to get rid of the stigma that if you don't have a child, like there's something wrong with you, or
right.
There's something off about you, because it's like, why do you have to be married and have a kid and have that in order to be
That's the American dream. It's the American. No one gives a fuck, Dad.
How is the American dream when half of the people that have the American dream aren't even living a dream?
We can't even afford to buy houses anymore. Like, America's in the shitter. There is no American dream. Like, we're basically a third world country. Like, I don't understand it.
I think
have
we're
said
so much
that so many times.
Country, but we're definitely falling behind of where we're supposed to be.
If you look at
I live in a literal third world country. And we are so far ahead of you guys in so many things.
That's what I'm saying.
It's true. Well, America kind of fell behind after the whole baby boomer generation, because
oh my god, don't even get me started on boomers. We'll be here for a year. They're like, just
be here for longer than that.
Just work hard and you'll be able to get what you no, bitch.
No.
That's not
it doesn't work that way. You know, I was just watching the most recent episode of The Great North. It's like a car. It's kind of like the same as like Family Guy or whatever. But they were actually like, the show was talking about how no matter what you plan on to do as an adult, no matter what you choose to do, no matter what, it could be bad, it could be good, it could work out, it could not. You can make plans all you want, but the possibility of those plans coming to fruition, the truth is you don't know. So it's just kind of hard, because as kids we're brought up to believe that if you set your mind to something, you're going to accomplish it. But little do you know that you accomplish to try to be a fireman. You get into the fireman business and then you're like, this isn't what I want to do. This isn't what I expected it to be.
That's so funny, because my husband is a fireman.
Oh, but a lot of people get into their careers and realize this is not the career that I expected to have. This is not the job that I thought was so glamorized. And now it's, like, oh God, I don't know how many people got into Hollywood and modeling, and they would just, like, LA's brutal. And you would have these girls fly from everywhere to come and do these auditions, and they get torn apart. Like, your butt's too square, your nose is too big, your eyes are too far apart. And the American dream is a very different dream than it was 40 years ago.
See, I guess my whole life philosophy, Lauren's getting deep tonight. But my whole life philosophy has been, after years of like being raised by a toxic narcissist and just all kinds of other shit. Everybody's got their shit.
Why am I finding out that a lot of people our age have a toxic narcissist for a parent?
I feel like some people have parents whose parenting style had narcissistic tendencies, and so they feel a lot of empathy towards that. When I say like a toxic narcissist, like I mean like a legit diagnosed one. And so I have my own like crap, that I've dealt with or whatever but basically when I became adult and started like figuring out like, hey, how do I want to live my life? Whatever, as you do when you go through things. My whole life philosophy at this point is I just want to live a life with no regrets. That's it.
Yep. And you can't live a life with no regrets, unfortunately. It's not possible.
Well, that it's about knowing yourself, knowing what you want, knowing that you're trying your best at doing, the things that you want. Does it mean you're always going to succeed? No. But if you're trying, then,
Well, without regrets, you don't learn lessons. And without learning lessons, you don't grow as a person. And so to me,
I don't know.
regrets are actually very important.
I don't have regrets. I look at obstacles as blessings, because it is through obstacles that we gain wisdom.
Yeah.
Right.
I still see them as regrets, but I see them as achievements.
It's like whenever things don't go my way, even if I've planned for something or whatever, it's like I look at that as a learning opportunity. And so it's not a regret. It's just sort of a change in direction for me. So it's about, I think, the way that you frame it. Because like you can look at any problem and you can say, oh no, this didn't go the way that I wanted. Or you can just change your mental framework and say, this didn't go the way I wanted. Maybe it'll turn out better. Like, it's all about how
in my mind, I acknowledge it as a regret, because that allows my mind and the chemistry in my mind to be able to take it as a significant lesson and go, and it allows me to not dismiss the lesson as easily.
And
like if I kind
of that's a Buddhist principle, right?
I didn't know that.
To look at obstacles and regrets and all of that jazz as lessons to be learned and chances to grow.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you're all saying the same
made
thing.
Me stronger.
Yeah. It's just the way that you frame it.
Exactly. It's just the words that you're using.
Words are hard.
Words are hard.
Words are hard.
We should know this, right? Out of anyone, we should know this. Okay, what are you working on, Kibby? We never asked about that because Sako's like dying to do a sprint. She like literally was like, I guess we're not doing one.
What she wanted was a smoke break, and I'm kind of with her on it. Yeah, I'm kind of with her on it. I was like, as soon as she got up, I was like, my addiction just kicked in. I want a cigarette now too. My book is actually based on dreams I've had since I can remember. I started writing them down probably about 14, 15. And it's at this point, I've written this book probably 3 times already. However, I've lost every draft due to either a hard drive dying or a computer dying or somebody hacking my stuff and stealing everything. So it's basically a story. It's very complicated to explain it easily, but I'll do my best.
That's every problem.
Yeah. It's basically a story about a young witch who has been kept hidden away because of her powers. They didn't ever want her to become powerful, so they hid her away in what we call the penitentiary. And what happens is, through her own curiosity, basically, she figures out what's going on and what has happened, and then she finds out that she's not the only prisoner, and that there's actually 2 separate cities where 2 different lives completely exist. And it ends up where basically the control over the 2 cities is broken by my main character once she establishes that she has the power to allow others to expose their powers.
Cool. So that's what we're working on.
Long story short, yes. I mean, it's a 3-part novel. It's called the Roseland Chronicles for a reason, because it's 3 parts, and it's almost broken into 5 separate things. And at one point, this was over 50,000 pages. So it was 10 years of work that I lost at one time.
That sucks.
But the truth is that now that I'm rewriting it, I actually like this version way more than the other versions I wrote. So there's the plus size to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we know what Sako is working on. We know what Sage is working on. And I'm working on a short story right now tonight for Aphrodite Lee's Authortube erotic anthology 2022 to submit. And I'm pretty excited about that because like the theme is like gods and goddesses. So It has to be sort of like a sexy reimagining of some type of mythology.
That's not hard to do, considering mythology is full of sex.
Well, I mean, but you want to make it original.
Was fucking everybody.
So that's another thing is you want to make it an original story. So it's not like you can just like, you don't want to do like the 1000th version of like Hades and Persephone's story, right? Like you want it to be something sort of out of the box and fun,
but it's a timeless classic
or whatever. And so I decided that I wanted to, one of the mythologies that I know the least about, and that's like one of my things is like, okay, well, if I'm going to research for something, like I want to learn something new. So one of the mythologies that I know the least about, like the cultures that I know the least about, is Norse mythology. It's just not something that's ever been like, I guess, super on my radar. And so I decided I wanted my story to be set in like the Norse pantheon or whatever. And so I'd like started doing a lot of research on that. And I decided that I wanted to have one of my protagonists be Balder, the son of Odin and Frigg, because he's not a very well-known at least not like mainstream, like Marvel stuff. You know, everybody knows about like Odin and Frigg and, you know,
well, not everybody.
And Loki and Thor, like those are pretty, because they're in comic books and they're in movies, and so a lot of people know about those main characters, right? So Balder is one that is not as mainstream, I guess, and so he's gonna be one of my protagonists. So I'm excited about it.
That sounds good.
I'm excited about it. Yeah,
I love Norse mythology, so yeah.
The bleeding god, the tragedy of Balder.
The tragedy of Balder.
Look, and when I started researching, I was like learning about his story and stuff. I was like, bruh, these people, like this Norse mythology, like they do not fuck around. I was like, this is intense.
It is intense.
I was like, this is so intense. So I got really excited, and so I'm liking it. So.
Oh, right, that's awesome.
But it's going to be about an unsuspecting mortal who accidentally finds herself in hell.
Ooh.
And meets Balder.
I am. Let me see what I wrote for my thing. A doctor finds a broken doll and it says him. Bart McAllister has the perfect life working as a doctor in the city and laughing with his hilarious boyfriend, Hank Connor. However, when he finds a shattered doll in his cellar, he begins to realize that things are not quite as they seem in the McAllister family. A funeral leaves Bart with some startling questions about his past, and he sets off to backward Dedinova, Russia, to find some answers. At first, the people of Dedinova are virtuous and intelligent. He is intrigued by the curiously splendid hairdresser Allison Blacksmith. However, she introduces him to hard drugs, and Bart slowly finds himself drawn into a web of decadence, adultery, and perhaps even assassination. He eventually, and then does he do X, Y, or Z? Well, find out by reading this piece of shit book. So
it sounds good. It doesn't sound like a piece of shit.
Okay, good. I think I need another cigarette. I'm still.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Well, I just sat here for like 10 minutes trying to find my vape that somehow disappeared on me.
They do that.
So, I could keep a lighter. I could keep cigarettes. A vape for some reason, like my weed, very available. My vape, I lose this thing like it's ridiculous.
I'm convinced vapes, hair
Walk
ties,
away.
And
bobby pins,
dude, and those clips and the C clips.
And these fuckers.
And your socks.
Pins.
Mm-hmm.
They all go to the island of lost things. Like, I don't know.
And this.
I will have none one day, and then I'll look on the floor the next day, and I'll have like
87,000.
Like, where the hell did you all come from? Like, I was looking for one of you yesterday.
I literally keep these things on the card until I need them, because there's no way otherwise that I will not lose them.
Specific
cut my hair off, by the way, you guys. Look, wait. I gotta cut it all off.
Holy cow, look how long it's gotten.
No, like, you remember, it used to be like down to my butt. Now
it's and now
I cut it all off.
I remember when you
Why did you chop it?
Chopped it.
Why did you chop it?
I think this is the first time I've been on stream since I chopped it. Maybe you saw it on socials though.
Oh yeah, I saw it on socials.
Yeah. I just wanted to do something different, and I hadn't cut my hair in like 2 years because of COVID. And so the ends were trash anyway. So I needed to get a trim. And then I was like, you know what? Let's go wild. I had some mimosas and I was like, cut it. I don't care.
I mean, that's why.
Yeah. Like, I dyed it and highlighted it and chopped it off. And I was just like, yeah, we're doing something different.
Oh my gosh.
Sure. Why, hello.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, Shar, you should join us.
I'll send her the
Well,
link.
Since Shar is here, I'd better change my name.
You're side piece, right? No, that's Jenny.
That's Ginny. No, I'm just Daddy.
Oh my god, your profile picture is so hot.
Shar has the best profile picture.
She's got the best profile picture I've ever seen.
Did she take that?
Hot.
Did you take that yourself, or did somebody take it for you?
Scraps.
That's pretty hot.
And then
I
neon
think-
lights. Like, it's amazing.
I think that was part of her
working a very long shift
promotional
today. Okay.
promotional material for her cabaret.
Ah.
I think.
That is kind of
that
amazing.
looks like a professional.
I know. I was like, damn. My
That looks
profile picture
professional.
don't look like that.
I
With
may
the
be,
lighting and everything, that looks.
I may be
professional.
wrong, but I think that was for the poster of her cabaret thing.
Cool.
Life is
Very
I would
cool.
love to be at a cabaret. That would be so much fun.
I would not, because I am uncoordinated as fuck, and it would be embarrassing.
Okay, I was right.
Oh, you were right. You were right.
See, I pay attention sometimes.
You pay attention all the time. You do great.
You probably pay attention all the time. It's probably remembering the things that is the difficult part.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I remember. Like, I'm that way. Like, somebody will say something to me, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, I remember.
Of course.
I have.
Yeah.
I have excellent long-term memory. Like, I remember things from when I was like 8.
Same here.
But short-term memory? Fuck all.
People's names.
Fuck all. What
if
I had for
met
lunch?
you, like once
who
or
knows?
twice. God forgive me if I forget your name, because I'm horrible with names. I even butcher some of my clients' names still, and they've been with me for like 2 years. So
Yeah.
names for
No.
me. I'll never forget a face. Like, oh, forgive
Plus,
me if I
like,
forget your name.
There are
Yeah,
days
me
where I'll
too.
literally see like 300 or more patients, and like, I'm not kidding, and they all remember me, and God help me, I'm not gonna remember their names.
My mom implored me every year. She had 300 plus 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and she knew all their names, all their parents' names. I don't know how the heck she did it. And she would sit there. Actually, I remember how she did it, because she'd sit there like the first
Yeah, my
week
mom
before
was a
school
teacher, and she
started
used to memorize
and
them.
memorize, and she would like
Mhm.
come up with different.
Like
It was kind of
mnemonics.
funny because she'd be like, "Honey, can you pronounce that?" And I'd be like, "No,
Yeah.
no." And she'd be like,
So-
"Have you ever heard of this kid? Do you know the name?" I'm like, "No, never heard of him."
So there is a thing that people need to remember when dealing with like a doctor's receptionist or someone that you only see once every 3 months, once every 6 months, once a year, maybe. Yes, you remember them because
Them.
you have one point of contact.
Yeah.
But they have faces
They
coming in
have-
and out like a revolving door.
So
I'm
I'm
lucky
super
that I live in
honored
the
when
South.
they remember me. I'm super honored
Exactly.
when my doctors fucking remember
Oh,
me.
I'm
I'm-
lucky that I live in the South, because like the thing is that I can be like, oh my God, hey darling, hey sweetheart, hey honey, how you doing? It's been so long. Whatever, just like lean into it. Like you could just lean into it.
Mhm.
With like the terms of endearment or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I remember them, I remember the great conversation we had. I remember that it was fun, that they were nice. Like, it's like, I'll remember all of that. Am I
But
gonna
name?
remember your name?
Yeah.
No. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not gonna remember your name.
I'll remember people's energy before I remember their names.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll remember things about them. It's not like they're just like total strangers. Like they're familiar. It's just like, I'm not gonna remember your name.
I'm gonna reveal a little secret that I use. Because I'm a psychic and I'm a telepath, sometimes if somebody comes up to me and like knows me, I'll cheat and kind of scan their brains to figure out why or how they know me. And then I'll kind of pick up from there. What?
You're
Well,
a
I
local
finished
nerd.
this.
I finished my story before we even got to the first sprint.
Look, we
We're
get
hanging out.
me and
This is
Lauren on the
after
same
This
stream.
is an after party.
This
Did
is
we
an
say we were
after
doing
party.
I never see Sage.
We never said we were doing sprints.
Yeah.
However, I'm
It would be good if we did.
She keeps
I'm not
desperately
opposed to
trying.
sprints, but
She keeps
trying
putting
so
up
hard
the
to do
timer.
something and keep distracting.
I queued up the timer, but like I'm not married to it tonight. Not for the after party.
She was like,
but that said, it is a Sako after party, which means you know, I do have a tarot deck sitting on my dining room table.
yes, I want to read it.
Yes.
I think you're going to
So-
be doing 3 readings right now. Hey, it's practice. It's a party. Yes, it's a party. See,
It's a
I
party.
love doing tarot readings at the after parties because it really feels like a slumber party at that point.
It's like a slumber party at my house.
It is a slumber party.
I'm in a onesie. This is a slumber party.
I'm in my dressing gown.
Covering my boobs, so they're not.
So free tarot tonight because I got to prep for this weekend.
Yes, Sako. I love you.
So,
I'm gonna try and do it without
Attitude.
looking anything up.
Mint Ghost
Okay.
is good about his. Oh, okay.
So-
Yeah.
So
No.
Mint Ghost and I had a very fun Twitter discussion where she was trying very hard to convince me that cinnamon toast crunch shrimp would be really good food. And I thought it sounded disgusting. And then she almost low-key
It does
convinced
sound.
me it would taste good. And now I need her to make it on a live stream and eat it so I can see her reaction.
So I can see her reaction.
Are we talking about like using the cinnamon toast crunch as like a breading on the shrimp? Because that I could see actually working.
That I could see working
There's-
out.
There's a restaurant in LA that does that. It's
No.
cinnamon
So,
sugar shrimp.
like-
Yeah, it's cinnamon sugar shrimp, and it's actually to die for. I don't like seafood, and I actually like the cinnamon sugar shrimp. It's the way you do it. It's not like super sweet if they mix it with salt, and you don't use butter. That's the other thing. You don't use it
Okay,
in butter.
now that's just blasphemous. You can't tell a Southern person you don't use butter. Okay, like you're not
I
allowed
mean,
to say that to me.
I-
That is a hate crime.
That is a hate crime.
I ain't a Southern girl. I'm from Cali. We don't even know what lard is. So,
Oh my
you
God.
know.
Hate crime.
That is also fair.
I didn't know what lard was until I moved to the South, and
Okay,
I was
well,
like, wait,
lard is
people
like
still cook
from
with
the
lard?
Depression era. No one really
People
cooks
cook with lard.
People
Yep.
still cook with lard down here, honey.
Yeah.
I'm in Tennessee.
I don't like lard.
They still cook with lard. I was shocked. I was like, I've never seen a tub of lard in my life.
I mean, I still cook with bacon grease. Like I save bacon grease and cook
Oh, bacon grease we did with camping, and you dip crackers in it. But no.
Yeah.
Oh, what? The saltine crackers dipped in the bacon?
Saltine
Oh God,
crackers.
it's so good.
I mean,
It's
that's
so
like
good.
bread and dripping. It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
It is, and it's so good. And the crackers stay crispy, but because the oil still fries them a little bit, it's so good.
I've never done
Honey,
that.
but then again, I've eaten everything from worms to crickets to cockroaches to my father was a survivalist.
I have
and-
plenty of cockroaches at my house if you're hungry.
Oh no, I didn't say I was hungry. I was saying my father was a survivalist, and when we
Oh,
went
okay.
camping,
I was like,
backpacking and
I was
camping,
like, girl, go after
That-
them.
yeah, no, this. My
That's
father was just a hardcore survivalist, and he
I
wanted
got
his
you.
daughter to be able to survive out in the woods if she ever needed to for some strange reason.
Yeah,
Because you know, civilization doesn't exist.
I'm 200,000% sure that if there's a zombie apocalypse, like I'm going first. So
Same.
Actually, that's kind of funny. I kind
100%.
of know I'll survive.
like
There
if,
has
if
been
we're about to be in like a post-apocalyptic Hunger Games type scenario, like I'm just gonna
Just gonna lay
volunteer myself
down.
as tribute so I could go early. Like
Honestly, same. You and me, Lauren. Let's just like suicide pact it now. Like,
Sako and I will pick up the rear.
yeah.
Sako and I will have our swords
sacrifice
drawn.
ourselves early so that we can get out of the shit and y'all can have time to like, survive for 5 more minutes. There you go.
yeah, exactly.
We'll be those friends. We'll be the human.
Also,
no, see,
like,
in that case, I'm putting you in front of me, and I'm using you as a human shield, honey.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just putting it out there in like a dire apocalyptic survival situation. There is good eating on this.
Right.
Just saying.
Same.
Like I am Kobe beef of treatment.
Just like
You
Mercy told me first.
You
and
guys
then
are getting
go to
beat,
town.
like-
You have permission.
Beef jerky.
Seriously, like.
Okay, so we'll save you two for food. You know, I'm gonna need sustenance. I'm gonna probably be too skinny after fighting, so it's okay. We'll figure it out. It's a vampire game, right?
Girl.
Yeah.
Real. Now I want to write like the Authortube post-apocalyptic games. Like, why is that a thing that I'm wanting to write now?
Do it.
I need to do like an Authortube fanfic.
As if we don't have enough stories in the works.
It would just be fun. I think that would just be fun though. Like legit. Me and Sage, like, I volunteer as tribute. You can eat my
And then you
corpse.
guys fight over who goes first. They're like,
Oh, no.
You battle it out. Figure out who's gonna die first.
Oh no, like me and Sako are going out together. We just made a blood pact. Like we're just gonna we're
I thought it was you and Sage.
I'm sorry. I said Sako. I meant Sage.
Yeah, I'm like, that's coming up the rear.
Don't wait here.
She can't
Just call him daddy.
It's okay. Just call me daddy. It's fine.
It's late here, and I just
no excuses. No excuses.
my brain.
Okay. So
it's only midnight. Okay.
Me
It's
first
1 a.m.
because I'm
for
thinking
Sako.
fast.
Yes. Lauren first. Because she's fading.
Fast. Clearly.
So, seeing as we're in sleepover mode, I got these yesterday. My anxiety has kind of been through the roof lately. So when husbando went to do travel-y things yesterday.
Put that back up. Interesting. We have the same make, I think. Mine's just pill form.
Well, Koi is a US-based producer because the first local producer has only just received their approval from the government to produce locally. So we won't be getting any local product until December. So anyway, husbando picked this up for me yesterday.
That's sweet.
Now, the recommended dose is 2 gummies.
What are you going to take?
But I was like, I think, because this is like my first time ever with anything of this nature. So I just took 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is your first time?
Last night was my first time.
Oh, we have a little virgin. You just lost your virginity on a live.
Bruh.
I
had edibles and went to a friend's from high school's wedding, and I kept telling her during the reception that she looked like the angel on the top of the Christmas tree.
Oh, geez.
It was a blast.
Oh, my God.
Okay, well, there is, like...
I wish we did that to me. Damn.
I had a lot.
These are technically THC-free, which is... They're CBD. They're technically THC-free. There is, like, a minute amount.
Yeah,
because
it's usually like 2 or 3% because the CBD, you can't take the THC completely out.
So
there's
it's
always
like
a little bit.
When they say alcohol-free beer, it's alcohol-free because it's less than 1%, basically. So anyway,
and as long
so I
as
had
less than 3% of THC, they can say that it's THC-free.
So I had 1, and I waited like 85 minutes because they say absorption for gummies is about 90 minutes.
Right.
Depending on your digestion.
Depending on your digestion. So I was attending a live stream last night. So before the live stream started, I took the gummy. Tastes really good. It's like if you made Turkish Delight out of pink lemonade Snapple.
Nice.
But then there's just a little bit of like almost like a rosemary kind of tang on the back end. It's really, really nice. Yeah.
That's the weed.
So I took one. I waited 85 minutes. When the live stream ended, I was like, okay, I should go do things. And I got up and
it hit you.
And my vision went like when you put on new glasses
and your vision goes
everything's like fishbowly. So I was like, husbando was sitting over there, and I was like, babe, I think I'm going to bed. So I went to bed. I have
like
never.
I'm going to bed.
I have never fallen asleep so fast in my life. I lay down. The bed was so comfortable. I was like, I am in literal heaven right now.
Next time you're high, eat some food. You're gonna wonder where the hell your taste buds have been your whole life.
I will do that. So next time, I think I'm gonna do 2 and see what happens.
You ever heard of the munchies? That's why you get the munchies, because you're like, holy crap, everything tastes so phenomenal. Like it can be the oldest, the worst thing in the world, and it still tastes phenomenal.
The only thing is, my mouth was so freaking dry.
Yep, dry mouth.
Yep.
Dry
and
mouth.
I was like,
it's a real thing.
And then I woke up this morning and I had a headache, and I was like, I'm not sure whether this is the gummies or the fact that it's October in the Free State and like sinus.
It might be a combination of the two.
You can, if you're not used to it, you can get a hangover.
Yeah, you should drink lots of water when you're.
Yeah, so I'm downing my energy drink so I can kickstart my day. And then
that's right, you're getting up, but we're going to bed.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Lauren, Sako, tell me that I'm gonna have a wonderful future.
All right.
You're gonna have a wonderful future.
You are gonna have a wonderful future because you make your future.
Yeah. And because Sage is gonna be in it.
All right.
Mint Ghost wishes she could do edibles to sleep. One of the reasons I'm probably not going to get to sleep tonight is because I don't have my full dosage. So that's the reason I'm still kind of up. That's okay. Lord's Reed.
She's literally making faces.
I'm already making faces.
Like not good faces.
That reminds me, one of my clients.
One
of my clients decided to take pictures of what I look like when I do readings, because evidently I make a lot of funny faces. She sent me a collage. It's on my computer, but she sent me a collage. The faces I make are absolutely hilarious. I was like, do I seriously make that many faces? She's like, you're all over the place. I'm like, not surprised. I'm doing readings. But yeah, it's everything from like the shocked expression to like the scared expression to the angry. It's hilarious.
So
you have my attention.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm dying. I'm literally dying over.
So yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, so you have so many delightful options to you right now. And there is a possibility that you are kind of not here for receiving the help from other people. Ships passing in the night, basically. Like there's another person who could possibly use your your advice, your voice, your comfort. And for some reason, you just don't help each other. You're just...
Oh, that's definitely me and my husband. We've been working like opposite shifts. Like I saw him one day last week.
Passing in the night.
But like, so there are so many options. There are so many delights. And I recommend picking 1 or 2.
Damn it.
Instead of like all 7.
That's so much easier said than done.
It sounds like a pros and cons list is going to need to be made.
But everything's going to work out.
Ooh.
Right? So, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is... It is literally a wheel, you know, like times are really good and then times really suck. And well, you're about to hit an upswing.
Oh.
So, and that's like success and whatever that means to you, you know, like that's,
to some, it's just being stable and happy.
Figure out what it is you want and then prioritize those wants.
I want it all. Just kidding.
I know.
And I want it now.
Oh my God! Thank you for getting it.
Yeah, there are so many wonderful options, but you know, like get your head out of the clouds and maybe try to be a little more practical. You know, like when looking at your desires.
Be practical when looking at your desires. Yeah, sorry. No, that's...
Yeah, oxymoron, right?
It's an oxymoron. Are they your desires? How can they be practical? But it's kind of true. Like you have to almost like you have to bring your head out of the clouds a little bit.
Yeah. I literally planned my last book launch around one of Sako's tarot card readings.
And it worked out, didn't it?
Huh?
Sage's turn.
Sage's turn. Okay.
Sage.
All right, Sage.
Daddy, it's your
I'm kind
turn.
of enjoying this. I already had to work for 2 hours today, so it's like, yay, I get to watch somebody else do reads. This is fun. I don't get to watch people do reads very often.
Sako likes to build the suspense with her facial reactions and her noises. Going, okay, that's what I thought, and then not saying anything.
I do the same thing to my clients because of the first couple seconds, I'm getting messages from their angels. So I'll be like, huh? Okay, what? And then they'll be like one of my regulars, he literally will be like, what? What's that face? What is it? What? And I'll be like, chill. Let me get the message and then I'll give it to you. But no, I'm guilty of the same thing. It's just, you get the information and you kind of react to it without realizing that you're reacting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, yeah. Sometimes too, it's like, oh, good things, and I'll be like, no, no, that was a bad ooh.
That's why I've stopped practicing my tarot readings on stream.
Yeah.
Because I specifically always with Spence, I'll draw a card and I'll go, and Spence starts freaking out, like, what is that? Why? Your cards hate me. I'm like,
no, the cards don't hate you. The universe might be a little upset right now, but my cards don't hate you.
No, the problem is it's not even the cards. It's me processing, trying to remember the meanings of the cards because I'm still learning. So I'm going, as my processing noise.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna have to pick that up.
It's kind of more of like a just because the way I do it is I actually do more of I do a trifecta. What I do is I read my client's mind, I talk to their angels, and then I can also see down their lifelines. So from there, I create a trifecta where I can see where they want to go. I can see what the angels want to do. I can see where they are in life, and I kind of guide them accordingly. And yeah, usually the first couple seconds is me. If I have to draw cards for them or they ask, I still have to pull my book, but I'll mix it in with whatever the angels are telling me. And I use the cards more like to kind of confirm what I already was told. But that is one way that because I work for ESP chat, and the way it works in public is I have clients that come in for 4 minutes back to back. Literally, it's a 4-minute punch, and I can have up to 20, 30 people in my room at a time. So, and you don't have any time in between switching clients. It literally is just boom, next client. So I've learned how to use the different areas and different aspects of my abilities to kind of do reads quicker, because 4 minutes flies by when you got a lot of information to help people.
So you have a new monetary project that might be coming your way.
A new client is coming.
And the upside is that it means stability, it means happiness, it means love and family and all of that lovely jazz. However, the pitfall is watch out for abusing your intelligence to
get ahead of the game.
Yeah, all the bennies from the King of Swords are turned sinister when it's in reverse. So while you might look out for other people doing this to you, also look for these qualities within yourself.
Okay, so don't be a sneaky Pete, basically.
Yeah,
don't self-sacrifice.
Okay.
Don't get into a situation where you sacrifice yourself to make the end mean. Pretty much, like, stay true to who you are as yourself. Like, don't sell yourself short, and don't be your own worst enemy.
And don't be your own worst enemy. Yeah.
Because you tend to let your confidence show on the outside, but then it gets your goat on the inside. Does that make sense? Sorry.
Damn it! Why do I have a psychic over here telling me things that I don't want to acknowledge?
I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
Sorry. I love you.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine. I am well aware that I'm
sorry.
I'm not a different person when I'm on stream, but I'm projecting more of the confident qualities that I do have when I'm on stream.
You show the best of you on stream, and then you beat yourself up in private.
Yeah. I mean,
you'd be surprised how many YouTubers do this.
I think it is a fairly common thing amongst influencers and performers in general.
Yeah. Hollywood is full of it.
So, like,
Hollywood is full of them.
Yeah,
So, Kibi.
Yeah. No, wait. You didn't tell me you were pulling mine.
Yeah, your turn now.
Okay, yeah.
Throw
me into a full-blown panic. I appreciate that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no problem. It's good stuff.
Oh, well, that's good. Considering what my life is right now, like, yeah, I could use some good news.
What?
Okay.
Okay, so the thing about, I think it's coins.
Money? Wait, what?
Like, I can
Yeah,
use some of that.
creativity for sure. Ruthlessness and ferocity are being wielded callously, and it will not be without price. When one attains success through such selfish means, others can no longer be trusted. Former friends will become alienated, and in contrast, others will step in under the pretense of friendship only to grab a piece of your fortune. But you have good news coming your way, and it's going to be creative, and it's going to be delightful, and it's going to be marvelous.
Is she frozen?
Let
it go.
I believe so. I heard a beep, but I do not see. Oh, there she goes. Bye-bye.
What's there?
What the heck just happened? Did my angels just seriously shut down the stream?
Mhm.
My angels were like, nope, we're
not doing this.
We're not doing this.
That was weird.
Hi, Pabu.
But we have good news coming, and it's going to be creative, and it's going to be wonderful, and there's going to be brilliance coming.
Oh, I could use that right now.
Right. So,
okay. Wow.
Wait for good things. Good things are coming. But
I could use that. Friends who come when the success comes.
But that King of Coins reversed, right? So, this is one chapter of your life ending and a new chapter beginning.
Oh, how ironic. Oh, how
all
ironic.
the chapters that are your life.
Oh, how ironic. Oh, this is why I hate the cards. I love my job, but I hate it when it's done on me. Okay.
All right. Good night, Cora. I was just about to pull your cards.
Oh, no. I was waiting for Cora's cards.
Cora, are you still there?
It was only a minute ago that she put it.
It was only a minute ago.
Cora, come back. See, you should have done Cora's, not mine. See? We'll do her cards anyway. She can always rewatch the stream.
I can stay.
She can stay for a sec.
She can stay for a sec.
Woohoo!
There we go.
Yay! After Cora's cards, I have to go because I have to be like a responsible adult person tomorrow, and it's really early in the morning.
You know, it's only 12:30 for me. Probably 1:30 for Sako. What time is it for you, Lauren?
It's about 12:30. We're in the same time zone, I think.
Oh, okay.
You're in LA? I thought y'all were like.
No, I'm in Tennessee.
Okay, yeah. You're Central.
No, I left that. I left that shithole behind. They can go have it. All of them in Cal. Yeah, all y'all in South Cal. Anybody who knows me, who does y'all can have it. Keep it. I don't want it. I ain't coming back. No way. No way, no how. You'd have to take me dragging, kicking, and screaming with my fingers clawing into the concrete. No. I'm serious. I'm sorry. I was born and raised in San Diego my whole life. Like, I grew up in Hollywood, LA scene. Like, no. Good.
I am confused.
Besides, it only looks good on TV. You get to Hollywood, you look down and it's...
There's this artist. Is it Cups? I think it is.
I hit my finger. And it hurt.
Ow.
What did you just do?
I hit my finger and it hurt.
Okay.
No hitting your finger.
Thank you, Sage. It feels better now.
So
nothing like your crush giving you a kiss through the screen, you know.
I'm blushing.
I'm getting you both blushing. Damn. Haven't done that in a while. Got two girls blushing at once. Okay. I'll take a tally mark for that one. Gotta go to the war. Sweet.
So Cora, are you a provider? Or maybe there is a provider coming into your life. It's very warm. It's very familiar. It's very there. It has a piece of your heart.
It's an old friend.
And
her husband is. Is your husband at sea? Is your husband overseas or something?
And oh my gosh, kitties. Oh, they got the zoomies.
Oh no, not the zoomies.
But you're dealing with a lot of like painful memories. So don't punish the new people for the crimes of the old.
He just provides me family.
Mm-hmm. But it's wonderful, and it's
Lord.
it's the 10 of cups. Yeah, 10 of cups. Which, if there was a marriage card, like that is familial, like love and whatnot. I'm sorry, I just got a message.
Well, she did say it was her husband, so that does make sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Okay.
So I've just decided.
What have you decided?
That I am bringing back for the Tuesday and Thursday streams the tarot card of the stream.
Yay!
So I might.
Oh, look
do
at that! We're inspiring people on every level regarding writing, tarot cards. Yes, Lauren's dancing over there.
I don't know if I'm streaming today, because they say that they've suspended the load shedding, but I don't know.
We won't know until it happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
hi, Darth Hestor.
Hello.
Hey, Mint, are you still there? Mint?
I haven't seen Mint leaving, so.
I didn't see. She said goodnight to, or now she said night, Cora, but I think
Miss Cora was going to bed.
Mint,
yes.
Are you still there?
Mint is still here.
I was gonna say I feel like she's still here.
Okay, so there has been nightmares, night terrors, however you want to call them. The sleep is not coming easily, but there are risks to take. And how do I put this? If you come across a chance to take a risk, go ahead and take it. It'll work out in your favor. The way I think about it is like a car on the Autobahn, right? Where you can go, 150 miles an hour perfectly legally. It's fine. And you're going to get to where you're going really fast, and it's going to be wonderful until you wipe out. And then in Germany, they call them ambulances meat wagons for a reason. Yeah. But you don't have to worry about the meat wagon. You're just going to get to where you're going.
That was a terrifying analogy. Just so you know.
It's a risky.
Like, where is this going?
It's a risky card. It is, but
let's just bear in mind that Sako is a horror writer.
Yeah. Talk about meat wagons over here.
No, they actually are called meat wagons in Germany.
That's horrifying.
I know, but it's true.
It's true.
Cora.
Mint. Rely on community.
So in other words, come to the streams because we love you.
Can you sense a
Cora's
special
an empath.
gift?
She's an empath.
Cora is an
empath. She is an empath, and she does have a very strong sixth sense intuition. So she might feel like she's psychic sometimes, but well, you kind of are, but it's more very a strong sixth sense.
So Mint, yeah, like,
damn, you are right.
rely on your community, you know, like, we're there for you, you know. I know things are hard right now, especially in your own mind, like, especially, yeah, we can't read the thing.
It's bubblegum butterfly kisses. It smells freaking incredible. I wish that I could.
Somebody's got the munchies.
Smell.
Somebody's got the freaking munchies.
Oh my god.
Somebody's got the freaking munchies. I'm telling you. She wants to eat it. It smells so good. Told you. Your taste buds ignite. It's like they never even existed. You smell and taste things like you've never done before.
Hey, you're so giddy. It's so cute.
And this is almost 12 hours later.
Yeah, it'll still, well, as long as it takes 48 hours, 48 or 72 hours to completely leave your system if you've never done it before. If you do it regularly, it takes up to 2 weeks. But yeah, so you're gonna be having go eat breakfast. I bet you'll rather enjoy it.
That is definitely on the cards for after this stream.
King.
Well, evidently I was right. Thank you for confirming that I was right, Cora.
Oh my gosh. There is jail, and my mother-in-law had a heart attack.
Aww.
So, yeah, it's been a lot.
But you're gonna.
But things are gonna work out in your favor.
The sun is on the horizon. It's rising. The sun is literally rising. Like, yeah.
And you'll get there fast. You know, like.
It's like
it's a direct route. It's a direct route, but like, let people help you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back. I gotta use the potty.
Okay.
I need to go.
Okay, bye, Lauren.
It's really late. But I don't want to, and I don't want to work, and I don't want to be a responsible adult tomorrow, but I think I have to.
But I
think
you
that's
have to.
Fair.
Future you thanks you. Bye, honey.
I miss you all already.
I miss you too.
Bye.
Oh. Okay, twin. Ooh. 2 of coins. Okay, so you might feel clumsy, and come on. You're facing obstacles and growing impatient, but you will have to be creative and find new alternative ways to overcome these challenges. But honestly, like, life doesn't get any better, right? So, like, yeah, it's through, like we mentioned before, it is through it is through obstacles that we gain wisdom, right? So things might seem rushed, things might seem kind of like off kilter a little bit, but enjoy the ride. Okay.
Who's listening to what?
Good night, Mint.
Good night, Mint.
Good night, Mint.
Going to sleep. Glad to see you streaming that I can talk on or chat. I mean,
yeah. Awesome. It's been a long time, Darfaster.
I'm rather kind of enjoying you watching you work instead of me working. It's like, this is kind of nice. This is interesting watching somebody else do it because I don't know what I look like when I do it.
So I gotta figure out like how long. Like, am I just gonna do 3-card readings? Mm-hmm. Like, am I gonna do?
You probably want to do price chart. $10 for a 3-card draw, $20 for a 5-card draw. Full spread is $50. Pay scale. And that way, at least you are getting paid because that you don't. When I do psychic work, I have it depends on the reading that I'm doing. If they want like a full general and it's in a private, I'll tend to charge a little bit more because I'm covering all the topics. But if they just want a finance or they just want a money or they just want romance, then like money, if they want one, I'll charge them for like $25. If they want more than one, it'll be like $50 to $60. If they want the full general, it's $120.
Okay.
So depending on how much they want me to cover, that's how much the rate is. Or I tell them $60 an hour because some of them just they don't know what they want, and so they'll just do the hourly rate, and that's when they end up on like 4-hour phone calls.
Yeah.
And then you're done for the night because you've got a migraine.
But yeah, your pregnancy is going to turn out wonderful, and
because pregnancy is hell for it's great at the beginning, then it gets rough, then it's hell, and then it's really happy, and then it gets rough again, and then it's happy, and then they hit teens and you're in hell again. And, it's just an in and out of hell and not hell with kids, I think, personally.
Full spread 50 could go on so many different prices. Waka waka. Take that as you will.
OnlyFans. No.
Oh, I'm so sorry your sleep is all messed up. So
it's midnight. My head is in the gutter. I mean, forgive me.
It's okay. Charlotte is getting me back for I almost broke her on Renee's stream yesterday.
Oh,
just generally being filthy and inappropriate. I mean, on brand for me. On brand for Char as well. So thank you, my angel.
All right. Oh,
we have a frozen kibby.
Yeah, that is the happiest of frozens.
That is a good freeze frame.
Yeah.
Kibby, BC, and Keelan always get the best freeze frames.
Yeah, they really do. Okay, get some sleep.
Good night. I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah. Saucy is cool.
Yeah. I mean, you stream with me often enough to know how often my streams get derailed.
Yeah.
Or just railed, I mean. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I love you, Shar. I have to say, just.
Oh, StreamYard wouldn't even let Kibby back in.
Oh no. Maybe she needs to do a restart.
Maybe a restart?
Also, if you are not already in my Discord, you should join my Discord.
Yes,
because we have a channel called Herny Jail, where Shar and Jace and sometimes Cliftina just make the best possible use of a channel called Herny Jail.
Yes.
I mean, use your imaginations.
It's wonderful.
It is fantastic. A true bright spot in my life.
No chips for you.
There is
really
a reason.
Have a field day, yeah.
Yeah. There is a reason why Shar's nickname on my server is Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, entirely putting aside the fact that my nickname on the server is Daddy.
Uh-huh.
So, just take that as you will. Am I a mod on your channel? I am a mod on your channel.
I believe you are.
So, I can do the thing.
You can totally link your Discord.
I can. We are not the most active Discord, I will say. But when we are, it's freaking hilarious. Oh, hey, I have 140 followers on Twitch.
Sweet.
I was at 137 the last time I looked. So, yay.
Dun, 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 dun. If you are not part of the Space Hutch, you should be.
You should be. We have a good time.
It is a good time. All right. Well, I don't know if you want to get your day started or like what's going on.
I'm honestly just chilling. So
honestly, just chilling.
Like I've taken care of the important, like the urgent client work. I do still have some client work to do, but like it can happen whenever.
It can happen when it happens.
Exactly. And other than that, I've got 2 weeks to finish this fic. So, like, I'm in no rush there. I'm just chilling.
It looks like their Wi-Fi is actually out. The whole unit is blinking.
Oh, hell. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a problem. Has she rebooted the router? Because it may just be that it's not syncing correctly.
Reboot router?
Yeah.
There's evidently an outage in their area right now.
Yeah, then rebooting the router's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
That's sad. Well, that's sad.
That's sad. All right. Well, I believe it is ready to turn in for the night. Wind down, kind of turn in for the night. Let you get on with your day. And if you are doing your Thursday stream, think of me.
I will if I do the Thursday stream, I will pop the StreamYard link into the Stream Buddies channel on the Discord.
Cool.
So like that's that's my open invitation. Anyone who is in the Stream Buddies channel can hop in should they so wish.
The outage is in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. I might do a pop-up stream. I'll see.
The Herny Jail is the most active channel in there.
I mean, it is on brand.
Oh, because Darth Haster's net has been spotty too.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in, so I don't know if you have like Comcast, but Comcast was always outing on me like about this time every night. So I switched to Verizon and no problem.
No problems. Yeah.
No problem since. Okay, so if you liked this video at any point, I do encourage you to hit the like button. And if you would like to see more, yeah, still pretty close to West Virginia. Yeah. Stop. No.
Is that Pabu?
No, it's Nobu. He wants chips. He wants the salt on the chips. All right. Well, subscribe and maybe even ring that bell so that you are notified when I go live or post a video or whatever. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.
Bye.